everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. So in today's video, I am going to be reviewing the new Elizabeth Arden Flawless Start slash Flawless Finish range. And yeah, we have the Flawless Start Hydrating Serum Primer. And then we have the Flawless Finish Skin Caring Foundation. So this is what the packaging looks like. Very luxe feeling. It is a pump and almost kind of matches each other. This like off, it's like a off rosy goldy, I don't know, it's like a it's like champagne with like some rose tones in it. That's my vibe. Packaging very luxe feeling and quite nice. Okay, so let's start off with describing the primer. I'm going to be reading it from the leaflet here. So, the new Flawless Start Hydrating Serum Primer cares like a serum, preps like a primer. So it says flawless is more than skin deep. Introducing Elizabeth Arden's new Flawless Start Hydrating Serum Primer. This multitasking product cares like a serum and preps like a primer for fresh, radiant skin. The innovative formula contains skin-loving hyaluronic acid to hydrate and help improve skin tone and restore the skin's youthful glow. Powered with microfluid technology, droplets of oil are suspended in a hydrating gel. The lightweight texture glides on and bursts into the skin, leaving skin fresh and supple. A perfect canvas for flawless finish skin caring foundation. So, this is meant to work with the skin caring flawless finish foundation. And yeah, basically the application just says apply the primer prior to using the Flawless Finish Skin Caring Foundation for a smooth canvas and a seamless application, or use on its own for impeccable looking skin. So you can use it as skincare or you can use it as a primer. And yeah, let's get into it, shall we? Now, I have been testing out these two products for a couple of weeks. You can see by the dent I've made in this bottle already. I've been testing them out and I have to say I really love the primer, but I'm going to be doing a wear test of this foundation throughout the day so you guys can see what it looks like. And yeah, let's get into it. So I am going to, firstly you need to clear out the dropper and then you stick it back in and release, and all the product comes back into the dropper. So I'm just gonna use like 2 drops. Well, yeah, 2 drops of 1.5, and just putting it in between my fingers. It smells really nice. It's got like a really like nice fragrance. I love fragrances in my products, not like too overpowering, but it's like a very gentle scent that goes away as well. So you can already see on my skin, just moisturizing it in, it's absorbing pretty well. And I honestly have been using this on its own as a primer and it gets the job done. I'm not gonna lie, it looks beautiful on the skin. So I already applied my skincare, and even over your existing skincare it applies beautifully. It doesn't roll up or ball up or anything, which I really like, because that's always a risk that you take when you have skincare and like a makeup priming product situation. So you guys can see what a glow it just leaves on my skin. It's absorbed fully and it kind of leaves like a slightly tacky texture on the skin. So that's perfect for its priming properties. This is what the skin looks like. I actually really like the smell. It's a very subtle smell. Okay, you guys can see what a beautiful glow I have on my face right now. I know you guys, my hair is still in a wrap because I washed it this morning, but I really wanted to give you guys like a full experience with this foundation and see how long it lasts. Also, I need to dry this hair, so we're gonna see if it lasts through me sweating while drying my hair at the same time. Listen, it's normal. It gets hot. Okay, so now that we have the primer on, you guys can see what a beautiful glow it leaves on the skin. Absolutely stunning. And yeah, has like a sticky texture left behind, which is perfect for its priming properties. And let's get into the foundation. Now, disclaimer, I know I am wearing a hair wrap right now. I washed my hair this morning, it's still drying, but I wanted to do a wear test for as long as possible with this foundation. So just don't mind the hair wrap, okay? Okay, so let's get into the Flawless Finish skin caring foundation. I need to mention to say that because it has hyaluronic acid and vitamin C and E. So I am in the shade 460W. 460W. And let's get back into our little leaflet, shall we? Now, this foundation comes with 40 different shades. So this is what the shades look like. Now, I really love this shade range, and I think it's super inclusive because it ranges from like neutral tones to warm tones as well as cool tones. So I think regardless of what shade you are, you'll always find something in this range for you. I mean, 40 shades is quite impressive, and yeah, it does say it's available in a diverse range of 40 shades with warm, neutral, and cool undertones, and it's absolutely beautiful, you guys. Beautiful. Okay, so let me read you guys what the claims are of this foundation. It says the new Elizabeth Arden Flawless Finish Skin Caring Foundation is a long wear natural finish foundation that delivers buildable, lightweight coverage and wears for up to 24 hours. Formulated with skin-loving ingredients to streamline your beauty routine, this foundation leaves your skin looking and feeling like your version of flawless. I love that. Available in 40 shades, this hybrid formula made with hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, and vitamin E nourishes the skin, offers oil control for up to 24 hours. Oil control? Okay, listen, I'm not gonna lie, okay? I've been using this foundation for a couple of weeks, but I want you guys to see the oil control on my skin, because y'all know she gets greasy up in here. If y'all watch my previous foundation videos, y'all know she gets greasy up in here. Okay, is heat and humidity resistant and won't settle into pores and fine lines. It is non-comedogenic, free from added parabens and fragrance, and dermatologist tested. So I absolutely love that. Now the primer retails for 475 Rand, which is, it's on the high end, but Elizabeth Arden, guys, Elizabeth Arden, okay, is high end, and we live for her, okay? And the foundation is actually 585 Rand. Now, for me, not a lot of foundations on the market include skincare. So if I run out of this foundation, I hate to give away the whole video, but I probably will spend another 585 Rand on this foundation, and you guys will see why throughout this video. Now, they also sent me a foundation brush. This is the Elizabeth Arden dual end foundation brush, which I think is quite nice because you can get into your like small nooks and crannies on your face. When I say your small nooks and crannies, I mean my small nooks and crannies, like in here and like on the brow. Yeah, so this is what the brush looks like. I mean, I already have foundation on here, so just don't mind me. So this foundation brush retails for 450 Rand. It's also quite it's quite dense, quite decent for a foundation brush. So if you guys are looking to maybe invest in a foundation brush, this one is really nice, and I'll show you guys because I will be using it today. Okay, so let's get into applying the foundation. Okay, dokie. So I'm gonna be decanting this on my Shop Sanesh makeup tile. This is in the shade Galaxy Vibes. I'm just gonna do 2 pumps. As you guys can see, it is quite liquidy. Now, what I've noticed with, actually I'm gonna do 3 pumps. So what I've noticed personally with my experience with foundations that do have skincare properties, it generally is a foundation that's medium to buildable coverage anyway, because I feel like if you're going to have skincare in your foundation, because you have all those beautiful serums and stuff in there, it's kind of like hard to make it a full coverage, because I feel like with full coverage products you have like less emollient-y vibes. So for me, I'm not really like super stressed out or super like unimpressed with the fact that it's medium to buildable coverage, because I expect that from a foundation that already has skincare from my experience. So I'm going to start off with a brush. I just picked up a little bit on this brush, and I'm just going to blend this into the skin with my Elizabeth Arden foundation brush. It is such a beautiful shade, you guys. You guys can see also it said it's a natural matte finish, and you can definitely see that on the skin. It starts off like really glowy like this, and then it kind of like, it looks like the way your skin looks you know, when it's healthy and glowy. So yeah, you guys can see it has like a beautiful skin like sheen. I mean, it looks literally like I'm not wearing any makeup. Like, it looks the same sheen on the side is on the side. So it has that really natural type of sheen, which is beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna try to apply this foundation with a sponge, just to see like if I like it or not. But typically I feel like it's better to apply it with a brush. So I will say right off the bat, I feel like because of the fact that this formula is quite thin, it is absorbing a lot into the sponge, and it's barely doing anything on the side of the face. So personally, I feel like this foundation is just better with a brush, and also a brush is not going to absorb as much product. Okay, so this is just one layer of product. I'm gonna go in and build this up. Okay, so you guys can already see on the side of my face there's a lot more coverage, and the side is more on the medium side. Even the medium coverage is not bad at all, but obviously you guys know I am a full coverage kind of gal. Okay, so this is what the foundation looks like, nice and glowy and all of that good stuff. So the time right now is about 6 minutes to 11, so we'll just call it 5 to 11. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead off of camera, finish off the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back to show you guys what the makeup looks like. Okay everyone, so this is what the finished makeup looks like. I am going to dry my hair, and my body temperature usually increases when I dry my hair. So yeah, I guess we shall see how this foundation wears over that. I will say though that everything blends seamlessly on top of the foundation, the bronzer, the blush, everything. I'm just gonna block out some light because the light on this side is really intense. Everything blends up pretty seamlessly, pretty well. The powder sit really well on the foundation as well. The only places I really set was in the center of my forehead and like this area right here. I didn't set along like my jawline, but if you guys are going to be wearing a mask, definitely set along your jawline. But it does dry down, like it completely is like dried down. It just has that skin like finish, so do set it just for in case, but you shouldn't really have any issues. Yeah, this is what the makeup looks like. I have not sprayed any setting spray. Usually with my foundation videos I don't put a setting spray on, just so that we can see how the foundation truly wears throughout the day. So this is what it looks like so far. So far so good. I'm gonna go ahead, dry my hair, and then I'll come back to show you guys what the foundation looks like, if it changed in any way, shape or form, because heating up your body temperature. Usually I'd like to dry my hair before I start foundation because I tend to sweat and get really hot. But yeah, it's not too hot today, but the sun is out. We shall see. The time right now is 11:29. So yeah, I guess we shall see how it wears for the rest of the day. I need to go dry this rat's nest. Okay everyone, so I am back. I don't know if you guys can hear, but the weather did like a whole 180. Like it is pouring rain now. But anyway, I did like break out into a little bit of sweat while I was drying my hair. But I would say the foundation looks pretty good so far. I mean, everything looks amazing. There's no issues whatsoever. I didn't like pat my face or anything when I did sweat, but it didn't cause any like breakup of the foundation. Let's see what's the time. The time right now is 12:59. So this would have been like 2 hours of wear so far, because we did this at 5 to 11. So yeah, it's like just under 2 hours of wear, and everything looks good so far. I will continue to check in throughout the day. It is thundering right now, so yeah, my Indian mother would have told me to just shut everything down because it's thundering and lightning. Okay, I'll check you guys in a couple of hours. Okay everyone, so the time right now is 4:51, and so we applied this foundation at 10 to 11, 10 to 12. So we've had this foundation on for about 6 hours at this point, and I just want to show you guys, oh my chair is squeaking, don't mind that. I just want to show you guys how beautiful this foundation looks. It like looks like skin now because it's settled quite beautifully. Now I didn't use any setting spray, so you can see where I put powder, it settled beautifully into the skin. And it just, oh, it looks amazing. Now at 6 hours, I would have been oil slick like a frying pan, but I'm not right now. So let me look right up close. I have a bit of mascara that fell down here, but that's not a big deal. Yeah, everything looks pretty decent so far. I will say, like, with regards to my smile lines, it doesn't settle. Like, you can clearly see, like, I've lived in this face for 6 hours, because like it hasn't settled into my smile lines, and it's not emphasizing it. Like, I can't see it from a mirror that's like an arm's length away, but I can see it when the mirror is like 10 centimeters away from my face. And I will say, it just looks so beautiful on the skin. For 6 hours of wear, my skin would have been so oil slick right now, and I just want to like use my 2 fingers to like try and blot my nose, and it's literally like not even shiny. Like, I'm pretty sure you'd be able to see if there was oil on my fingers, because the makeup also would have lifted off, but there is nothing whatsoever, which just goes to show how like oil controlling it is. It's literally, it's doing what it says it was going to do. So really impressed with this foundation so far. To my oily skin girls, honestly, I speak no word of a lie when I say this is such a really good foundation for oily skin girls. I mean, 6 hours of wear and I look like this, but we're gonna check in a couple of hours as well, because I want you guys to really get the full effect of this foundation. And so I will be checking in another couple of hours, so you guys can see what my face looks like after, maybe, we did 6 hours now, maybe after 10 hours. I think 10 hours is a pretty good time frame. I think most people have their foundation on for about 10 to 12 hours per day. So yeah, we're gonna see what this makeup looks like in a little bit. Okay everyone, so the time right now is 9:49, and I've had this foundation on for basically 11 hours at this point. So this is what the makeup looks like. I'm just gonna dab my nose, and I don't know, there's like a teeny tiny bit of oil. I mean, hello, can you focus? There's a teeny tiny bit of oil, but it's not even like I can say my skin is feeling oil slick or anything of that sort, which is absolutely crazy. So yeah, it's looking pretty good on the face. I will say my skin is a little dry around this area because I recently had inflammation in the last week. I don't know, something I used on my skin did not have my skin looking happy, so I feel like it's a little dry in this area, but it's like my skin issues, if that makes any sense. But yeah, overall it looks really nice. I will say I noticed today that there is like the teeny tiniest bit of settling in my fine lines, but I also did build up this foundation quite a bit today, so I feel like if you don't build it up as hectically, you won't get settling, and I haven't gotten settling in my smile lines in the past. So maybe don't put tons of product like in here, maybe just focus it like in here, and maybe that's what this brush is for. Like, this part is just to like build up the coverage in this area, you know. Other than that, my forehead line, it has not settled whatsoever. It literally says that it will not emphasize lines or pores or anything of that sort, and it literally has not done that. This foundation still looks so good. Like, I think I would be able to go 24 hours wearing this foundation. I'm just gonna blot my forehead. Okay, you guys can see the finger marks on my forehead. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but the oil is coming through just a little bit on the forehead, but it's nothing too crazy. I mean, usually at this point in time my face is oil slick, and it's really not like that. Like, there's a glow on my cheeks, but it's not too intense. But if that glow and that natural sort of esque finish bothers you, you can definitely go in with like a powder brush and just sort of powder. But I mean, I didn't have to powder after 6 hours, and 6 hours is usually the time my skin is really oily. So yeah, you can literally just touch up with a powder brush and you'll be good to go for another couple of hours. So I would definitely say that I do think it lasts a really good amount of time. I think that it lives up to all its claims. There's nothing that I can fault this foundation on other than my actual own skin going through some stuff and having a little bit of breakout in the last week from using another like serum-y product. So yeah, it's working pretty well. It looks insane on the skin. It looks like skin. It looks like skin. So I definitely would have to say, if you powder this foundation, yeah, if you powder this foundation after like 10 hours, you pretty much can get a 24-hour wear. I will say though, it does say it controls oils, and for me to wear foundation and be able to wear it for 11 hours without blotting, and the first time you blot is at like almost the 11-hour mark, it's kind of like insane. So yeah, I definitely have to say I really love this foundation. Honestly, after wearing this foundation, my skin always looks amazing afterwards because of the skincare properties in it. So not only is it a really good foundation, but it's also a really good skincare product. So yeah, I have to say I'm super impressed. That is it for this video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed. Comment down below and let me know if you're impressed with this foundation, because I certainly am. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to slay all day, every day with and without makeup, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye bye.